What is up, y'all? Happy Monday. Happy GenCon week, I guess it is. So, hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. We had a very busy weekend here preparing for this week. So, before I get started and before anything else, I just want to give a huge thank you to my local game group and all of my friends who, without them, this ain't happening. So, a huge, huge thank you to everybody locally, whether that's somebody as close to me as Jess or just all of our friends, just everybody here in the local game group who is helping us bring all of this content to you guys. A big, big thank you to all of them. So, without further ado, it's Gen Con week. And instead of us attending Gen Con, we thought, you know what? Instead of us doing like a daily diary as we are wont to do at various conventions, we're going to kind of have, in a small way, have the convention come here so that we can bring it to all of y'all. So what we did is we went through the Gen Con list over on BGG and took a look and ended up with, I don't know, I want to say about 55 games thereabouts that in some form or fashion interested us. And out of those, we then tried to look at it from a show standpoint and what would we think y'all would be most interested in. And we kind of narrowed that down. Then we started reaching out to a bunch of the publishers and said, hey, here's our idea. Will you send us the game? And nobody said no, which was kind of amazing, because of the fact that not only are all but the very first game debuting at Gen Con, or not even available at Gen Con, just available as a demo only, everybody was agreeable to this. They thought it was an exciting idea to be able to help all of y'all that aren't attending Gen Con be a part of it as well. So that's what we're doing. We have 11 live streams this week coming to you guys, as well as a podcast episode. All 10 starting on Thursday are all games that are either debuting at Gen Con or are only available as demos at Gen Con. So, get to bring Gen Con to y'all in some small way. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on this week's schedule. Starting off with, hey, welcome to Season 5, y'all. The podcast, our review, episode 136 of Capstone Games and Ryan Courtney's Pipeline. And this just in, it already released. So go check it out. Go download it. You can go to heavycardboard.com, download it there, or your favorite podcast app. Look for Heavy Cardboard, and it's back as good as ever, in my opinion, at least. And we'll be back every fortnight, which is every 2 weeks. So should be every Monday, every other Monday, as it were. We're going to be releasing a new review. Mostly reviews. There may be the occasional here or there. So yeah, check it out. Our review of Pipeline. Listen to it before you can play it, I guess, because technically it releases this week. So there's that. All right, so check that one out, and let's go ahead and roll into it. So starting off, Wednesday, July 31st at 9 p.m., so 2100 Eastern Daylight Time. That's 0100 GMT, 0300 CEST. So there's a lot of games here. I'm not going to do this for everyone. Just know, Eastern Daylight, add 4 hours for GMT, add 6 hours if you're in Europe for the most part, okay? So 9 p.m. Eastern Wednesday night, we have a full teach and play of Beta Colony from Ben Pinchback and Matt Riddle. This is from Rio Grande Games. So we thought we would start off Gen Con week with this one, as you can see here. We finally got a chance to play this for the first time last night. Played it a couple times between all of us in our game group, so we could bring that to y'all. So there you go. So Beta Colony, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And now Gen Con begins. So starting off Thursday, August 1st at noon Eastern, we have a full teach, play, and discussion of Ecos, First Continent, coming to you guys from AEG. I think, don't quote me on this, but to the best of my knowledge, I think this is the very first AEG game ever on Heavy Cardboard. This is designed by John Clare. He's done a couple other games, which I am not familiar with intimately. I know of them, but I haven't played them. I think Edge of Darkness and is it Mystic Veil? I think it is. Games that aren't necessarily heavy cardboard material, but this one sounded really interesting. We played it yesterday. It's got some really cool combinations in it and combos that you can do that are real satisfying. Not the heaviest of games, but enjoyable nonetheless. One other thing before we move on, I want to point out that these aren't sponsored. Like, we didn't get anything for this. They just sent us the game, and we're doing it as a service to all of y'all. So, that said, let's keep moving. So, that is Thursday, August 1st at noon. Ecos, or Ecos? Ecos. Go Ecos. First Continent. Then later on Thursday at 1500 Eastern Time, we have our smallest game on the stream, which is Silver and Gold. This is kind of a flippin' right, I guess might be a good way to put it. Played this at the Gathering originally, coming to y'all from Pandasaurus Games. And yeah, you know, throwing a little bit of filler in there, so look for that. Silver and Gold Thursday at 1500 Eastern. Then Thursday night, the Nightcapper, we have the second edition coming to y'all from Tasty Minstrel, which is the Deluvia project. We originally played the original? We played the original from Spielworks when that first came out at Essen a few years ago and really enjoyed it. Rulebook was a bit not ideal, but really enjoyed the game. And the second edition is coming out, so we thought we would bring it to y'all. So look for that 7 p.m. Thursday, August 1st. So that finishes up on finishes with Thursday. Moving on to Friday, starting off Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern or 1400 Eastern, two-player Watergate, the Nixon-themed two-player game from Capstone Games. So I believe that's going to be me and Jess. Full teach, play, and discussion of that one on Friday, 2 p.m. Then later on Friday, this one holds kind of a special place in my heart. This is Be Lives. We Will Only Know Summer, I think, is the subheading on this. Friday, August 2nd at 7 p.m., full teach, play, and discussion of that. The reason I say it kind of has a special place in my heart is this the heaviest game out there? No. But this is the type of people and the type of company and the type of passionate project that I really enjoy being able to highlight having a platform here at Heavy Cardboard. It's a solid midweight Euro, don't get me wrong, but it's got a cool theme. It's about the life of a bee. Not a lot of games out there like that. I know there's Waggle Dance and maybe something else that I'm not thinking of. But this, I believe Matt Shoemaker, who is the designer and publisher from Hit 'em with a Shoe, is who this one's from. He's a beekeeper, so he knows the process pretty well. Thought that was pretty cool. But he's the type of guy that you want to pull for. A really nice guy, really genuine, very passionate, and for me to be able to have the privilege to be able to highlight something like this, I think that's really cool, and I think that's part of what makes this hobby really special. So I'm looking forward to bringing this one to y'all. Friday, August 2nd at 7 p.m., full teach, play, and discussion of Be Lives. Then on Saturday, some people would say Saturday is the main course. So Saturday at 11 in the morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, we're bringing y'all Black Angel, which is from Pearl Games, which is also Asmodee USA. Full teach, play, and discussion of arguably the second biggest game that we're going to be live streaming here on Heavy Cardboard during GenCon. So that one, I imagine, is going to be fairly popular. That should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. Played it yesterday. You're going to be playing it again later on today to prepare for this one. And then later on, after this one ends, we're going to take a little bit of a break to grab some food. And then we're bringing you all the production version of City of the Big Shoulders from Parallel Games. That's going to be Saturday at 5 p.m. Tried to make this as Euro-friendly as possible. So 5 p.m., which is 9 p.m. GMT, 11 p.m. CEST. It's Saturday night. Y'all can be able to hang out with us, right? Full teach, play, and discussion. And I'll be playing in this one, I think, of City of the Big Shoulders. think Arkwright meets stock manipulation, kind of like an 18xx game. So that's what we have on Saturday. Then on Sunday, we have Pipeline. Yes, we have previously streamed that along with City of the Big Shoulders. However, this one going to be a smaller player count. So Sunday on August 4th, the final day of GenCon and our live streaming through GenCon, 1100 or 11 a.m. Eastern, full teach, play, and discussion of Pipeline. Then we have Dark Domains, which is a fantasy-themed worker placement. I'm a big fan of worker placement. We played this one yesterday and has some cool mechanisms. Interesting game. So Sunday, August 4th, this one's coming to y'all from Laboratory H as well as Mr. B Games. 2 p.m. on Sunday, full teach, play, and discussion of that one. And finally, to wrap up our marathon crazy week of streaming and content, we're bringing y'all, provided it arrives, Shobu, which I am really smitten with this two-player abstract game. Sunday, August 4th, closing the show at 7 p.m. Eastern, full teach, play, and discussion of Shobu. So there you go. The most ambitious, most exciting, I think you could say, single week in the history of Heavy Cardboard. So I'm excited about it. I hope you guys are. So if you're not attending GenCon, and honestly, even if you are, if any of these games are interesting to you and you want to check them out before you get a chance to buy them or try them yourself at GenCon, join us this week. Help keep our motivation up. It's a long week. It's a whole lot of hours on camera. So come hang out. Make it fun for y'all. Make it fun for us. It should be a really, really good time for all of us. So hopefully this is going to be a huge success in a sense that a lot of y'all enjoy it and we don't die. And I figure as long as those two things happen, it's a success. So a reminder, if you guys like the stuff that we are doing here on the show, like and subscribe down below. And if you really like what we're doing and you really think what we're doing is worth supporting, you can join the 746 patrons that we have that help support the show and help make all of this possible. You can go, as it shows down below, pledgehc.com and support the show there. It helps us. You guys get benefits. You get access to the Slack channel, my teaching notes for a lot of the games that we stream here, and a whole bunch of other benefits. So if that's something that seems worth it to y'all, consider supporting the show over on pledgehc.com. And yeah, Content Consumer says, pretty dense week. I think that's a good way to put it. Dense, tight, a whole lot of stuff. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it. I'm really, really excited about it. We haven't done anything this ambitious since we did the advent of live streaming, which was 27 streams in 24 days a couple years ago for the Christmas holiday. This is that, but condensed a whole lot more. So join us this week. I'll have the links to all of the live streams later on today or tomorrow. And yeah, let's get ready to rock and roll starting on Wednesday. In the meantime, don't forget, the podcast just released over on heavycardboard.com or your favorite podcast app. Check out episode 136 of Pipeline, our review of Ryan Courtney and Capstone Games' latest release. So I'll see y'all on Wednesday. Let's do this, y'all. Take care, everybody.